Welcome to Onkaado.
Onkaado is a tool to learn and study Japanese onomatopoeia. Now let's go over the rules and how to play. When you join an Onkaado game, one of the first things you see is a waiting room screen. Here, you'll notice the site's basic navigation bar, and the content of that varies on whether you have an account with Onkaado or you're a guest just checking out the site with your friends. Below that, we have a settings section, where if you're a host of the game, you can change settings of the game like how long different timers are, whether it's difficult or easy, etc., etc. Below that, there's a chat room so you can talk to all of your fellow players, and you can also toggle it to see a list of everybody there. Going back up to the settings section, if you're hosting the game, this is where you press that big ol' start button. Click! This starts a countdown before the first and following rounds of the game begin. Afterwards, your first round starts. When you first see the game in action, you'll notice that at the very top the original navigation bar has been minimized. If you click it, you can open it up to see various menu items depending on if you have an account with Onkaado or if you're a guest invited to the game. When we close that, you'll also notice that there's a timer that acts as a visual countdown for the different phases of each round. Around that, you'll see some quick bar buttons that allow you to end the game, check out the rules where this video is, and toggle the chat and player list just like in the waiting room. Now, when it comes to gameplay, for each round you will either have the role of a regular role player or as the judge for that round. You'll usually see a notification in the hand of your interface, usually at the bottom of the screen, but there are other ways to tell too that we'll go over in a little second. The first part of any round is the play phase. For people with both player or judge roles, you will see a prompt card in the middle of the game board. In this case, it's a Japanese onomatopoeia, but if you change the game settings in the waiting room, it could be an idea or a scenario. We'll call those situations going forward. If you're assuming the player role for this round, you'll notice that in this phase, you'll have a hand of cards at the bottom of your screen. If you're a judge for this round, you won't see that or you won't have access to your hand at the time. During the play phase of any given round, people with the judge role really don't have much to do. All they can do is wait for the timer to run out or until all of the players have played their cards to the prompt. So, they can bide their time by going into the chat to talk to people if they want to. On the other hand, people with the player role can look through their hand of cards and select the best card for the prompt given. When you select a card from your hand, that opens it up for review to see if it's the card that you want to play for that prompt. Ideally, the best card for you as a player to play is one where you can create a sentence or mental connection between the card you are playing and the prompt card, whether it's an onomatopoeia or situation. But sometimes you just gotta make do and play your best when your hand sucks, and that's okay too. While you're here though, if you don't like the card choice after all, you can press the cancel button to review the other cards again. Or, if you do decide it's the best card for the prompt, press the submission button to make your play. Once you've made your play, all you have to do now is wait with the judge for the play phase to be over. That means either all of the players have made their plays, which you will see face down on the game board, or until the timer runs out. So you can use this as an opportunity to chat with your friends and fellow players. This is when a new countdown begins to usher in the judging phase for the round. In the judging phase, the game board looks a bit different for both players and the judge of that round. You will see the prompt card in your hand now, and the player's played cards will be in the game board for review, much like the player's hand was in the play phase. Both players and the judge for that round can click to review the cards. However, the judge will be the only person who can make the winning selection for the round. Much like each player did in the play phase of the round, the judge makes their own judgment about which played card matches the prompt best. Ideally, the best criteria to judge a play is by if you can create a sentence or mental connection between the card played and the prompt, whether it's onomatopoeia or situation, or if everyone's play sucks, just wing it and work on vibes, man. And yet again, much like the players did in the play phase, if you as the judge don't like the card choice that you're reviewing at all and don't think it matches the prompt, just press the cancel button to review the other plays. Or, if you do think it's the best one, press the submit button and you can select the winner for that round. When the judge has finally finished painstakingly selecting the winner for that round, the winner is announced and great fanfare and celebration ensues. Then, the next round can begin with a new countdown and a new judge, and you keep playing rounds until the player has gotten enough points to win the game, and that can be modified in the waiting room settings, of course. Anyway, that's it.